escape from Target. I found my Liberian king real quick.
Everyday patches done right up. Oh God, you should match it, it's that KO. No, I light us till I fuck my 28th up.
Hey y'all, it's Chellina Achol, the Sudani mommy, Miss Berna, back with another video. As you can see from the title, this video is gonna be like mukbang slash, let's see what this is all about. Target has cassava leaf. If you don't know, cassava leaf is a West African cuisine. The best to do it is Liberia. That's where I'm most familiar with it. I'm East African. I'm the Sudani mommy. I'm from East Africa, but I was adopted as a young child by this Liberian family that took really good care of me and fed me really well. It introduced me to the Liberian community. I'm kidding. You know, my childhood friend, best friend, she was Liberian, and I always hung around her and her family. And by association, I was Liberian. This has ground cassava leaves, chicken, spices, slow cooked into a savory soup, as they say. Full disclaimer, I'm not actually Liberian. I'm East African, not West African, but I have acquired taste for West African cuisine. So I'm just like, let me give this a try. My hopes aren't that high. Ayo Foods, let's see what you're all about. The instructions say microwave on high for 3 minutes and 45 seconds or until fully cooked. I'm just scared to see what's inside. Let's take a look. I almost thought there was no rice under here, but let's give it a try. Okay. It smells cassava leafy. Smells like it's doing the part, but like this is a very small portion. I don't remember how much it cost for one, but put it on the screen how much this actually cost for this, because this is like disrespectful portion. But it does smell like cassava leaf a little bit. I like when cassava leaf with some red oil. I'm nervous. Wow. Let me give this one more try. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. This is not bad at all. Minus the rice grains being like small. Like if you look at the rice to soup ratio, that's not what's up. I've been putting off trying this for a long time because I didn't think it was gonna be good. And I didn't want to hurt my own feelings. But this surprisingly isn't bad. Like I said, I'm not Liberian. But it could use some pepper. I have some habaneros. I could add some heat to it, but I don't even know if I want to. It's okay. It's not terrible. It's better than the cassava leaf I tried to make. That's brazy, bro. One thing I know about cooking cassava leaf is that it takes so long to cook down that just to get the whatever it leaves to the right consistency, which is hard. So this, surprisingly, is not bad. They did a good job of cooking down the cassava leaf. The white man not took everything. They finished. Wow. I think like homemade cassava leaf, like by somebody that can really throw down, has more depth to it. This one's a little flatter. Definitely a little flatter. It's not the best cassava leaf I've had. It's not the worst cassava leaf I've had. Wow. The ingredients have more ingredients are cassava leaf, water, long grain rice, parboiled rice. It does have palm oil, onion puree, chemical, chicken breast, water, salt, tuna extract, cayenne pepper, sea salt, black pepper. Yeah, it has a handful of chemicals. I think this is a tease though. This serving size is definitely a tease. But if this was the first time I ever had cassava leaf, compared to my actual first time having cassava leaf, I probably wouldn't eat it again. I mean, it gets the job done. I think it's because I know what cassava leaf is supposed to taste like, so you're familiar. I'm like, I see what you're trying to do here, you know. I see the attempt. The attempt is strong, but but it's cool. I wanted to talk about 2022 and what y'all plans are. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. This is about my second video posting this year, and now I'm saying Happy New Year's. But I hope you guys are all having a good New Year so far. I saw somebody post on TikTok that 2022 is like rebranding. That's like their goal for the year, is like a rebrand. And I was like, I like that take on it. I don't like the idea, oh, I'm gonna be new year, new me, new year, blah, 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 new year, blah, 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 new year, new year. If you want a newer version of yourself, if you want these new changes, if you want this blah, 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 start anytime. Start any day. You know, if you have that like snap moment when it's like, damn, bro, I'm tired of the way things are, like, oh, damn, blah, 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 blah. For me, I sulk, and the end of the year is always like, damn, I didn't do shit. I didn't do anything I wanted to do this year. But it's like a wrap up. It's like kind of like at the end of the semester or like the end of the class where like you're tallying up everything you did and be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. What was 2022 like? I'm just like, lost these friends. Ain't do that, ain't lose that, ain't didn't do that. So it's like, it's a reminder of what you didn't do. And everybody's like, oh, it's a fresh start. And it's a bit cliche. To be quite honest, it's very cliche. If you want to be a better version, like, it never sticks, motivation dies out. One girl I follow on TikTok, love her to death, she made a digital planner, and I've kind of wanted a digital planner for a while. I got an iPad last September, and I've been doing like more note taking on there, digital notes, and like using my Google Calendar more. I already use my Google Calendar all the time, but for hair appointments and for like meetings at work and whatever. But I wanted a digital planner. And I'm just like, I already have a planner right now, see it through, use it for the rest of the year. And like, I was kind of like waving between digital and like paper. I had digital note cards, and I also had paper note cards. I had planner-esque or digital calendar, and also like a real calendar, like a paper calendar. And I'm just like, back and forth, I'm like, I'm trying to get on this digital wave, you know, ebooks, all that. What I'm trying to get at is that I've been trying to like transition. The transition or like the change in me kind of already started in the fall when I started with school, and this new year kind of like revamped it up again a little stronger. This girl I know, she has so the girl I was telling you about on TikTok, I'll link her information somewhere around here, but she has a digital calendar that I thought was really dope. And I've been looking for some, but a lot of it you have to buy to see, and hers she's kind of featured on her video on her TikTok, so I could see what kind of stuff that she had in it, and I was like, it's very aesthetically pleasing. Fits the plans I have for this year. In general, whenever I plan something, I underestimate how much it's gonna. I have unrealistic expectations of what is gonna happen. One to 10, I'd give this a 6. Would I eat it again? Probably not. Unless I'm really desperate. But the thing is, I could make it like more lively. I could add more seasoning to it. Chicken soup, habanero pepper, mash it up a little bit. Who knew this came from Target? I found my Liberian king real quick. Make some kind of thing like this. I'm kidding. I'm not. Liberian man. If I were to marry an African man, it would be Burna Boy, first and foremost. I don't like Nigerian guys though, but I'll make an exception for Burna Boy. Liberian guys, a lot of people say they're not that romantic, but I think they have my heart, bro. Their sense of humor, the way they take care of women, all that wholeness, woman business is very strong. South Sudanese men, which is crazy because I love dark-skinned men. I deal beautiful, chocolate, just perfect, like. They do it for me. That's like the epitome of like the perfect man, a dark-skinned man, when it comes to the looks department. But Sudanese guys, there's too much patriarchy. There's too much unresolved issues with Sudanese men I have, starting with my puppy. But I guess he'd have to be a huge exception. Typical Sudanese men ain't it. They're not it. They're not it. What were we talking about? Oh, 2022, the rebrand. Last year for I think my fresh start always comes on like my birthday too. It's not like the beginning of the year. So like my birthday last year, it was big chi, big feelings, big moments, honoring those feelings. I suppress a lot of emotion, but in 2021 I could no longer do that because I had hypnotherapy, and that kind of like brought everything out. It didn't really bring everything out. It brought like the ability to keep things gone. So every moment, everything that happened, revisiting certain situations, I looked at it with a new lens, a new emotional lens. Very detailed video that I'm actually going to talk about my experience, what happened, how I got in the rope, will be coming shortly too. I just got to prepare myself mentally for that. But my rebrand for this year actually kind of started last year, work out more consistently, 4 workouts a week at least. I started at the end of December, so my plans are weight loss, get into the college I want, and create more meaningful relationships. I think you do a lot of accepting of people just because familiarity, they grew up with together, or they're fun to be around when substance isn't important, which requires me, myself, be more vulnerable. Self-discipline, overall in general, mental stamina to withstand a lot of stuff. I know I'm gonna give myself some grace for last year because with the rewiring I did, it's hard for anybody. What I'm really excited about, I bought some new running shoes. Oh, another reason why I made it hard to work out for me last year was because I hurt my ankle and I was down bad. My shoes were really worn down, terrible running shoes. So I invested in some quality running shoes. My doctor told me to. I got some Italian running shoes, you know, no big deal. I'm gonna try and run a marathon this year. I've been saying that for like 3 years now. I've ran 5Ks and 10Ks on my own, but the pressure of running in public, can't even do it. Running in public, fail. Losing a lot of friends last year was beneficial in this year because not only did I lose them, they kind of lost the old cheat. You hear that? They lost the old me. Allow me to reintroduce myself because, you know, a lot of growth. Beginning of this year, I had a nice lunch with my mama, working on our relationship. So I don't really have any I don't want to call these resolutions because resolutions are hard to stick by. I'm calling these, you have to be disciplined to keep the whole working out. It kind of takes away from the pain that you're experiencing, and it moves it. Kind of suppresses, like if the pain is in your body and your joints from running and like breathing and having heavy breathing, it's better to have like, it's kind of like, oh shit. It's kind of like cutting your running is physical pain. That's a terrible correlation, but because it's not that bad, because running can hurt a little bit, but it's also really, really freeing. Like the mental clarity and just like the peace and just like the euphoria, that runner's high, everything. Let me stop rambling. For 2022, my rebrand is going to be healthy relationships and flourishing, continuing to do more of what I did before. Kind of like a cocoon. I think February of 2021 was cracking a shell or like something else, and I still stayed within that shell a little bit. It was kind of hard to walk through life so vulnerable. Like I wish I had like a little more protection. Like I think that shell was like my mask or like my inability to feel things fully in that moment. There's gonna be some serious goals. College and weight loss. Disciplined student, disciplined workout and diet. So yeah, disciplined food, disciplined diet, and better quality relationships, or be more mindful of who you keep around you. Let me know down in the comments what your plans are for 2022, if you have any, or habits that you want to implement. I think my favorite part about that digital planner is that there's little habit trackers that you can do. I want to be able to write in it every day. I want to be able to look back in it at least like 3 times a day to be able to make sure I'm following. Or it also has like meal prepping, which is going to be dope. Just like checking it off, like writing it down, making sure it happens. I think I'm a sucker for sleep. I love a good nap anytime, anywhere, any place. But I'm going to be more mindful of my bed so I can be able to do these things that I want to do. If I want to do 5 a.m. workouts, go to bed at 9 p.m. Chi. Go to bed at 9. If you want to be able to meal prep for the whole week, buy food that is going to, that you're going to enjoy and balance and crave it out. Because like 5 days of eating the same thing is a terrible, terrible thing to do. So now I meal prep for this week, and there's like 3 of one meal and 2 of another meal, so I can go every other day and mix it up a little bit. Like I got a latte maker I think my rebrand was last year's big cheat. This year is going to be maintenance, maintaining the person I want to be, and less low days and more high days, getting back to joy and things that make me happy. I think I did less of making what made me happy last year. I'm gonna have a self-care, things that make me happy. Either might be going out to eat. No, what else do I like to do? Something creative. I like doing anything creative, so I'll do one thing creative once a week. Whether it be shooting a video, decorating. Oh, I love trying new recipes. I'll do more of that. That'll be fun. So just things of being creative. That'll be good. It'll be fun. I think 2022 is, I don't know. I don't have any expectations because we've been in a pandemic for damn near 2-3 years now, and I'm just like, we're still in a pandemic. There's got new variants. It's doing this, that, and the third. I worry about my grandmother every single day. It's hard to like be wishful thinking in a pandemic. The only thing I'm actually excited about in 2022 is using my digital planner. That's it. Using my iPad was really dope. I still love using my iPad. You know, the best and most, like the people that are more successful or where they want to be in life have an iPad. Y'all saw that TikTok? I burnt myself out a lot, and that shit spirals into like a depressive episode, or like that spirals into like a lot of low times. You're not a robot. You can't like put joy and everything else to the side and work yourself to death. Because like I can do it. Because you know, just the fact that you know you can do it. You can work a 16-hour shift, go to bed for 4 hours, wake up and do something else. I can't believe I did that to myself. Just because I physically can do it doesn't mean I should. Having to go to work is easier than having your own personal discipline. Find more activities to unwind and find more while maintaining the discipline and structure that you need to be the successful person that wants to meet these goals that you have for yourself. I guess for 2022, I want to see what we're capable of. Make more space for joy. I'm going to pencil that in. I think that is all I wanted to say. So I will leave here. If you're Liberian, I don't recommend this. It's, I mean, it needs chicken soup and it needs pepper and a little more red oil, maybe. My expectations for this was actual trash. This tastes like if somebody else was taught how to make Liberian food. Or if you were making this if you were making this dish and you didn't have all the ingredients. It tastes like it just needs a little more. Out of 1 to 10, I would give this a 6.57. So this isn't the worst I've had. That makes you feel better. I hope you guys have a great year. I hope you guys had a happy and safe new year. We're all here. Be grateful. At least for the most part, if the year wasn't what you wanted to be, at least you survived. You're in a pandemic. Surviving is like just a lot. I'm over surviving now. I want to thrive. I want to do better. I want to put myself in a position to just flourish. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Join the family. Send this video to your friend for no reason at all. They'll be like, who's this? I was like, I don't know. I thought she was cool. I'm going to make more time, carve out more space for YouTube in my life as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye.